I had to delete this and do this again, but good afternoon. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday to my Facebook family. It's they got a new feature, tag friends, cool. All right, so most of y'all are gonna watch the replay, and I want y'all to let me know where y'all watching this replay. But if you are popping in on my live, let me know where you're watching from. And I have this topic today. How often are you willing to invest in yourself? I just want to know, how often are we willing to invest in ourselves? Because, hey Seldom, hey Tyson. So, how often do you invest in yourself? If you want something, and let me just wave to y'all, let me lean in and wave. Hey, happy Friday, it's an awesome day. But yeah, if the question is, if you invest in yourself on a frequent basis, and it's anything that we invest in ourselves, that's the one investment that you get 100% of return on. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to reframe this and break it down to you. If you have a goal, whether it's to become a real estate agent or a professional network marketer, or learn a trade in a sense where you want to become an architect, let's say, you need to pay for training from professionals, meaning you learn from people who has the results that you want. You pay from people that have the results that you want. Hey, and then you have to invest in yourself. So you're paying to learn. And once you learn the skill sets, then you pay for it. But any investment that you put into yourself is 100% of an investment. People want to invest into the stock market. They want to, invest in different properties. And yes, you will gain a profit eventually over time. But the one investment is within yourself. So I'm going to use a person, for instance, that is a makeup artist. A makeup artist or a hairstylist has to take courses to get a license. When you become a licensed professional, more opportunities is going to open up for you. More opportunities will open up for you. And when those opportunities, if you know that's where you want to go, you're going to want those doors to get open for you. So if you get licensed and you have certain certifications, you may be able to do makeup or like hairs for celebrities. Or you never know what kind of opportunities you get. But if you're somebody that's just practicing or, not putting themselves out there, that's another way that you could do it. If you put yourself out there on social media, probably, you're going to miss a lot of opportunities. So you have to learn how to put yourself out there if you're doing it on social media, meaning you have to have your target focus and know how to get it out there. So once you put in or write down your goals. Every day I write down my goals. I have notebooks filled. I'm a person that writes all the time. Pages and pages of filled with what I want to accomplish. I write it down what I want to accomplish for the year. Hey Tamara, I write down what I want to do for the year. I write down month after month what I want to accomplish. And once I write these things down, I focus and pay attention to what I need to invest in to get me closer to my goals. And I told you multiple times in my stories that, or speaking about the experiences that I had in the past, I am paid and invest for amateurs. But now, of course, from paying for amateurs or not, getting paying for people that didn't have the skill sets that could get me closer. Hey, Christy. Paying for people that didn't bring me closer to my goals, I learned to go get learning from credible resources. So what I did was I started searching for happy Friday. I started searching for people that know what the heck they doing. And this is the thing that I have to say. When you profess and you have a conviction that you want something to happen and you're in alignment with your goals, amazing things start to happen and people start to come into your life that's going to bring you closer and closer to where you want to go. I mean, I'm happen to be in a business, and Christy could speak to this. I'm in a profession where they teach us online attraction marketing, and it teaches you, how to attract people, but you're branding yourself at the same time. So we with the right people, and that's something that I desired. I wanted to know how to build a business and a brand online, and I'm working towards it. And we have the people that's here to teach us it, and we're implementing, taking massive action. Thanks. Taking massive action, and we making it happen, and that's what the beauty is in it. So this is going back, and I'm going back and forth to give you an example. So if, like I said, if you want to become a makeup artist or a hairstylist, you have to invest in courses to teach you certain skills. Yes, teach you certain skill sets to become the best you possible. And as it goes back to say where I'm saying, Haley, this is going back to me. If I want to learn how to slay online sales, be a top recruiter in my company, I have to learn from the best. But learning is just one aspect of it. You could learn. I did this for years. If you don't implement, you're not going to get what you need. So you have to start implementing. Be an action taker. You could learn so much. There is information out there. We have a ton of people online that are fake coaches or coaches. Everybody wants to be a coach. But the thing is, you can learn. And I could say that every person that you learn from is not a bad experience. It's about learning what's the right thing to do, and there are some things that you're going to learn that's the wrong thing to do, and have gratitude for it. Have a spirit of gratitude, because when you learn from people that's credible, you realize that you went on a certain journey to get to a certain level, you could look back and be filled with so much happiness and gratitude. Hey, Misha, you could be filled with so much gratitude because you learned and it was part of your journey. And one thing that, yes, knowledge isn't power unless you apply what you learn. And it is so true. But a lot of us is out here learning. I call some people professional buyers. And the reason why I call them professional buyers is I happen to be one of them, where I would pay for courses. And you know what that saying is? That some people believe that people don't take stuff serious that they pay for. Well, I was the total opposite. I could pay for a course and then not pay attention for it. I paid for copywriting courses or certain classes, and I did not pay attention to it. I didn't place a value on it. But this is something that's part of my story. It's like you have to find what you're passionate about and do it. And even more, to go even further, what trainings are you going to? What once a year at a minimum. Maybe you might not have the finances to do it, but sometimes you got to stretch yourself, and the things that we stretch ourselves for is where the biggest breakthroughs happen. So if you have an event that you want to go through, do it, because you know what, in 2014 I was making excuses for an event that I wanted to attend, but I didn't think it was possible. It was in Long Beach, California. I was in Brooklyn, New York at the time, and I was just making up this excuse like, I wish I could go to this event. Somebody reached out to me and said, if you want it to go, go. And once you make a decision, magical things happen. Powerful things happen. And what happened was, I said I was going to go. I got my butt there in like a week's notice. And you know what? That seminar that I went to changed my life. I mean, it changed my life. I met amazing people. I got a part of a great community of business business-minded people, or positive people, just on a positive path. And I learned so many skill sets. I got around great people. But if I would have kept on making excuses, I would have never went to that event, and I probably would have been stuck in the rut where I was at probably 4 years ago, and not, I probably would have dropped off, and, from business. Maybe not, because of the way I am, but I probably would have dropped off, and you never know. So you have to go to events. The events is what makes you grow, and you have to stay in the game. So at least try to commit to one per year, and at least focus on your niche. If you want to be a realtor, go to events that teach you how to become the number one realtor. If you want to become a professional network marketer, go to events surrounding being a great network marketer. If you want to slay your business online and grow online sales, go to events that's focused around that. And remember, anything that you invest in, you get 100% back for the investment. That's the one thing that you'll get 100% back on, the investment that you make in yourself. So, I just wanted to do something short. This is not going to be a long video. Thank you so much for everybody that's on. Thank you, Christy, for staying on this live. I know it's Friday, so I want everybody to have a happy, amazing day. And just remember, that investment that we make into ourselves, we always get 100% back in. And stretch yourself. You have to stretch yourself. Because you know what? Sometimes we do certain things, or we have this plan. Just like I said, I write goals down every day. I have this book full of goals, full pages and pages. And no, I fall short of my goals, just like how anybody does. They don't happen when I expect them to. But you know what? When I take out my pen and paper and I put a plan in place, I get what I want every single time. I track what I want. And you know the funny thing? Thank you. Have a great week, Christy. And the funny thing is, sometimes I may sound cocky about it the way I say it. It might sound a little boastful, but I'm that confident because it's every time. I mean, for years I've been doing this. And anything that I said that I want, I got. I got it. And I failed. I made mistakes, but I got it. So that's what you need to have, that conviction. You need to have that conviction to know that anything you want, hey Chris, anything you want, you will get. So just tell me and let me know if this resonates with you. I definitely want to know from everybody if this is something that resonates with you. And also, if you invest in yourself this year or you have some amazing events that you're going to, tell me about it. Drop it in the comments, because remember, these events and what you invest in yourself, and you get the 100% back. So don't be afraid to invest in yourself. If you feel like something's really out of reach for you, stretch yourself, because when you make a decision, that's when the magic happens. That is amazing things begin to happen. All right. So like I said, it's Friday. I'm not going to stay on here long, but I do want everybody to have an awesome day, and thank you. And just remember to be great and always invest in yourself, because you will always get 100% return in your investments.